Welcome all. Myself Suja. I'm going to give you an introduction on Jira Basic. So Jira is an project management tool. It is used for issue and bug tracking. And Jira is platform independent, so it can be used with any OS. Jira is developed by Atlassian, which is an Australian-based company. And Jira can be, it is a multilingual tool, so it can be used with any language like Spanish, French, English, Japanese, etc. And why we need to use Jira? So for what, who all uses Jira? So Jira is a software management tool where the software teams can track and organize their work. And Jira it is customizable. It can be customized by the user and admin. And we have different type of Jira packages. And the first one is Jira Work Management, and we have Jira Software, we have Jira Service Management, Jira Align, and finally we have Jira Confluence. So Jira Work Management, where we can manage the business projects, and the Jira software we are using for tracking, planning, and releasing of software projects. And then we have Jira Service Management, which will be a bridge between the user and the agent. If user have any queries, they will ask through it, and it can be cleared through Jira Service Management by the agent. And we have Jira Align. So Jira Align is an enterprise agile planning solution for scaling agile practices. And finally, we have Jira Confluence. So Jira Confluence is it is used for project documentation, and Jira Confluence is also used for a collaboration of team members within them. They can share their knowledge to the Jira Confluence. And then we have these are the top features of Jira. The first one is project roadmap, and we have detailed reporting. It is time trackable, mobile application, and finally application security. So it has a project roadmap. We can enable and disable, and then it will give a n number of reports. We can generate different number of reports, and we can track our work progress through the reports, and it is time trackable. Since I told you earlier, it is platform independent, so it can be used with any OS. So it can be also used with mobile, and it gives application security to the users. So here are some of the features of Jira software. It gives a lot of project templates, business project templates, and we can easily track our issue. The life cycle of issue, it can be tracked very easily using this Jira software. And we have a benefit of notification. What we are any action we do in this Jira software, it will be replicated to our email ID. And then we have power search as a feature, so that is we can go for a quick search and find the required details through this power search option. And as I told you earlier, a lot of reports can be generated using this Jira software. And we have dashboards through which the gadgets can be added. And finally, we have boards. So in Jira, we have Kanban and Scrum boards through which we can visualize our work. A large particle of work can be segregated, and using that, we can visualize. So that is about board. And here are two sample screenshot of Jira software. First one illustrates about the issue, and the second one illustrates about the active sprint. And here we have two more sample screenshot of Jira Align. First screenshot tells about the conference templates, and the second one is about the space. Now I will take you to the report. So here are three sample reports that were generated in the Jira software. The first one is about a pie chart, and second we have average age report, and the third one is the single level group by report. So now I will take you to the demo session. So this is the home page of Jira software. So here we have an option of application switcher. Now we are in Jira software. If you want to go for Jira work management, we can move. Or if you want to go for Confluence, you can also use this option and we can move to the required Jira work management or Confluence. And here we have an option of your work. In this, we will find few options like assign to me and reason, and finally we have boards. And here we have projects. So in this project, we have two options. First one is of viewing all the project, and the second one is creating project. So we can create project through this option, and also we can directly go for this create project option, and we can create the project. And then we have the next option is filter. Using this filter, we can we can give some information and we can get segregated our required information through this filter option. Then we have dashboards. Here we can view the dashboard and also we can create dashboard using this dashboard option. And then we have people. Here we can invite a teammate and also we can start a team. And then we have app. So app is nothing but we can add a new existing app to this Jira, and also we can find app from the Atlassian marketplace. So here we have a option of create. Using this create option, we can create any issues to the project. So that's about creating project. Now I will show you how to create a Jira software project. So when we go for these option or when we go for this create project, it takes us to this window where we scroll down. If we scroll down, we will have a product option. Below that, we have Jira Software, Jira Service Management, and Jira Work Management. Now we are going to create a Jira Software project. So I will click Jira Software. So then we need to decide whether it is a Kanban project or whether it is a Scrum or bug tracking. So now I'm going to create a Kanban. So I will go for this Kanban project. So once we click that, it will redirect us to this page. When we scroll down, we have an option of use template, right? We find in this bottom. So we need to go for this use template option, and we need to choose that whether it is a team managed project or it is a company managed project. So I'm going to go for this team managed project, and I have to give a name. So I will give any name to it. So once we give the name, the key will get automatically generated. So then we have to go for this create project option, which is found here. I'll go for this. So this is how we create a project in Jira software. So the project has been created successfully. So now I will take you to a project, and I will let you know the specification that a project has. So this is a Jira software project. This will be the view of a Jira software project. So first we have an option of backlog. In this backlog, we will have a prioritization of work. Based on the prioritization, the work will be get ordered. And in this side, we have an option of insight. So when we go for this insight option, the amount of work the project has been completed, we will get displayed. So how much percentage the work has been completed, we can able to see here. And here we have a three dot, right? In this top, we have a three dot option. So once we click that, it will show us these many settings. So we have to go for this board setting to create a roadmap. So I will go for this board setting. So it will take me to this page. So here I will have an option of enabling roadmap. So if you want to add roadmap to this project, you can enable that. If you don't want, you let it be in the disabled manner. So this is how we create a roadmap in Jira software project. And then See, now the roadmap has been added as a functionality for this project. And then we have active sprint. So active sprint, we have to do it in progress review and done. So how to make this task to move to in progress is just click that and let just click that and drag that and keep there. So it will be moved to in progress. So after completion of that work, it should be reviewed. Take that to the review, and now it will be moved to the review section. So this is how you move the work items in the sprint. So here it will show the days that we have, again how many days we have, that we can see here. So this is about active sprint. And then we have reports. So when we click report, um it will take us. So when we give this report, it will take us to this page. So we can see the chart. So this is about ban chart. So ban chart is nothing but it will show how much amount of work in this project has been completed. It shows that. So when we scroll down, we have certain details like date, event type, issue, and completed work. And finally, we have work scope. This is about ban chart. And then we have average age chart. So this chart shows the average number of days issues where how many issues has been resolved. It shows that details in this box. And when we scroll down, we have a data table where we will have the same information in this data form. So this is about the average age report. And then we have CFD chart. So this chart status of issues over a period of time. So how many works are in to do, or how many in work in progress, and how many are in review, that we can able to see here. And in below we will have a overview of this CFP chart. This is about creating CFP chart. So likewise, you have several options. You can scroll down and you can see the required in chart or report. And here we have created best resolved issue report. So this shows the issues that were created and the issues that were resolved within 30 days. It will show that information for you. So when we scroll down, we have say we have a data table. It shows how many has been created and how many has been resolved. We can able to see using this created with resolved issue report. And then we have pie chart. As you all know, it is a pictorial representation of data. So this it will show how many is unassigned and assigned work, how many has been for whom it is been assigned. Everything we can see using this pie chart report. And then we have a time tracking report. So it will be like how the issues of the current project we can able to see using this time tracking report. So next we have a user workload report. So a user who has how many assigned issue they have and how much workload do they have. So using this user workload report, we can create and we can see, we can view that. So I will show you now how to create issue. So we have an option here. So this menu will pop up when we click this create option, which is found in the top, right? We have to go for this create option. This menu will be pop up. So we need to give the issue summary, and first we have to select the issue type, and then before that we need to select the project. So I'm going to select a test Jira project, and we need to select whether it is task, story, bug, or epic. So now I'm going to create a task and I have to give a summary. So I will give a summary name and then I have to scroll down. We will see several options. Who is the reporter and who is the assignee of this, and the priority that we need to give to this issue. Everything we have to select, and then finally give create. So this issue will be created successfully. This is how we create issue. So the issue we have created, we can able to see here, right? So this is how we create Epic. Now, how we create a subtask? So we can go for this create subtask option, and we can create subtask. You can give the name, and then you can go for this create option. Now that subtask has been created, and how we create a user story is in the same form. So you can select any one of the issue, and then we can go for this create issue in Epic, and then select whether it is a story, bug, or a task, and you can give the required what the work need to be done. You have to give that, and then go for save. It will be done. So this is how you create a demo. How you create a task, subtask, and story. So then we have certain options like now if you go for an issue, and now I will show how it displays the issue details, how we can see. I will show you. So here we have a issue, right? Conference room. So I will click that. So when we click that, we have a option of attach where we can add attachment to it, and we have like creating subtasks and related information we will have here. So here we can link a issue, and here we have to give the description about the issue, and then if any comment you have about this issue, yeah, you can tag someone and you can give in this comment option. So in this side, you will see the assignee of this issue and who by whom the issue has been reported and the label, and you will have to give story points of this issue, and we have to link Epic to this, and which sprint does it belong, and we have several options we have. So everything you can see here. This is how Epic looks. So now I will show how to create dashboards in this Jira software. So it is as simple. So you have to go for this dashboard. We have an option of view all dashboard and create dashboard. We can directly create dashboard likewise, or also you can go for the view all dashboard option. And then now we see this create dashboard option, right? Now like this we can create dashboard. So I will show how a dashboard looks. So this I have already created. So this is how a dashboard looks. You can add gadget by going to this add gadget option. So when we click that add gadget option, it displays several options. So according to your wish, we can customize our dashboards by selecting the gadgets. So this is how we select the gadget, add gadget, and we have a option of changing layout. We can go for this option and change our layout, and then we have editing, deleting option in this corner. So this is about Jira software. Next I will take you to the Jira Confluence. How we need to go is we have to go for this application switcher page, and we have to go for this Confluence, which will take us to this page. So this is the home page of Confluence. So here we have a home option which take us to the home page of Confluence. Then we have recent, where we have visited, worked on, drafts option, and we have spaces where we can view the space, and also we can create space here. And then we have people option where we can invite and we can start a team, and same like Jira software, we have app where we can add existing app, and also we can find new app from the marketplace. And finally we have templates. So this is how a template page looks. So if you want this template to be used, you can go for this use template option, and it will be used by the page that you tag to that. And then how to create a page is not, it's very simple. We have a create option right in this top. You have to go for that, and you need to give a page title for that. So I will give as Jira. And then in the side you have several options for templates, choosing template. So you need to choose whatever template you want. I have chosen a template, and then you have to go for this publish option, which is found in this top. I'll go for that. So this is how you create a page to this Jira Confluence. So then I will show you some detailed information about the spaces. So here is a space which I have already created. I will show you how a space looks like. So here we have block space setting, where you can do the setting this space, and then we have our add shortcut option. So where you can add a link and you can name the link by which the user and of your team can use that link and gain knowledge on it. And then we have pages option, right? So this display the pages that we have created. So I will show you a certain example. So I will show you a product requirement, right? So it will show the product requirement of that. So this is how it looks. And then we have like this, we have several options. So let us go randomly. I will show you this meeting notes. So you can do for the, you can go for this date and the participant in that meeting, and our goal, and what are the topic you are going to discuss, and the time will be mentioned. This is about spaces. So this is about the basic of Jira and Jira Basic. So if you have any doubt, clarification, feedback, you can tell me. I will clear you. Thank you. If you want, you can also tell your doubt or clarification through chat box.
You can raise your questions in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask. You yourself can unmute now, so you can unmute and ask your questions, or you can type your questions in the chat. Questions on the Jira software